Feel like it's been a very long time since we've done a pickup video, and I'm very excited today. I went to a yard sale on a Friday. Now, there's not too many yard sales that happen on Fridays, but I found the yard sale. I picked up what ended up being $500 worth of games for $24. This is insane. So this stack right here, I did the math on it, and it was just over 500 bucks worth of games for $1 a piece. This is incredible. The guy had them all marked at $1, and I went to the yard sale, a very big yard sale, and I said, "Do you have any video games?" He said, "Yeah, I have a few over here." And I said, right before I got over, I go, "How much are the games?" And he said $5 a piece. And I said, "Oh, they say $1 on them." He's like, "Oh, if that's what I marked them, they're $1." So I went through all the games. I'm like, oh my god. So this is pretty cool stack. Two of the cases ended up being empty. I didn't check them all because I just had to kind of get in and out. But it's pretty amazing. So we're gonna start off here. We got Tomb Raider. All these games are PlayStation 1 games, and they were adult owned. The guy just retired from IBM. So they're all really great condition. So figure, I don't know, what's the PlayStation 1, 25 years ago? Somewhere around there. So, I mean, crazy. So Tomb Raider, I think that was like a $15 game. There are some bangers in here, but there are some cheap games in here too. It's like some filler, like Asteroids, like $5 game. Same with this one here, Test Drive. This is like a $5 game. This one I'll actually play. I wanna try this one. Test Drive Off-Road 2. It's got the Hummer H1 on the front. It's like a $5 game. This one was worth a couple bucks. This actually just looked cool. I don't remember exactly what this was worth. I want to say it was around 60 bucks. Future Cop LAPD. I've never heard of this game, but it sounded like something that I was into. It just looked really cool. The graphics on the back look really terrible, but it looks like it could be a really fun game. Now, here's one of the Dreamcast games. Now, a lot of people that collect will know this game. I have this game on the PlayStation 1, but this is on the Dreamcast. Dino Crisis. When I saw this, I almost fell over. Dino Crisis for $1. This is like an $85 game. So, I was happy when I went through them later that the game was in there because, like I said, 2 games were wrong. This is in there. The game is in really good condition. This looks like it was never used. So this is awesome. And I paid, look at that. Can you see that? $1 for this. Unbelievable. Here's one of the other bangers. I'm not into superheroes normally, but I do want to play this. It actually looks pretty cool. I don't have many Dreamcast games, and I gotta say, I don't ever remember finding Dreamcast games at a yard sale. Spider-Man. $100 game, $1. I paid $1 for a $100 game. I didn't know it at the time that was a $100 game. I just saw it was Dreamcast and I was excited. I bought every video game he had. Some were amazing and some were not. Siphon Filter. I already have this game, so we're gonna probably sell that one. Not into fighting games, but Tekken 2. If you're into fighting games, this was back in the day. This was one of the hot games. It was kind of like the Mortal Kombat, but of the 2000s. My ex-girlfriend used to be really into this stuff. Spyro the Dragon. So Spyro the Dragon. What was this one here? Perfect Weapon. Now, I thought this game would be worth a lot of money. I had never heard of it. Perfect Weapon for the PlayStation 1. Looks like a fighting game. Not something I'd be into, but I don't have it. Not very valuable, but we got it now in the pile. I'm not going to knock anything over today. I'm going to be very, very careful. Here's another one I did not have. What was it? Disruptor. So another one, don't have it. This one I did have, but we're gonna maybe upgrade in the collection. I'm gonna look through the games that I have. Anything that I already have, I'm gonna double check it. If this copy is better, then I'm gonna replace it. But Rugrats Search for Reptar. Again, every one of these games were $1. Even though I didn't really want games like this, I don't care. You know what? I was gonna pick and choose for $1. Who cares? NHL 98. You know, for $1, you know what? Who cares? You know, you can't really argue with it. Metal Gear Solid, I think that was like a $50 game. Again, a game I have. I'm definitely going to replace my copy with this copy. This copy is definitely cleaner than mine. Both discs are in here, so it's good, disc 1 and 2. Whenever you're buying games, always look at the back. It says it right here how many discs are in the game. This one's a 2-disc game. Not all these big cases are 2-disc games. This one is. Let's see. This one's a 2-disc game as well. Colony Wars. Let's see. Disc 1 is in there, and it's marked Disc 1. Disc 2 is also in there. So we're good with that. We got Tekken again, but we got Tekken 3. Soul Blade. A lot of fighting games. I'm going to say this wrong. Tenchu. I have no idea. Tenchu. I'm going to go with Stealth Assassin. $1 game. This was in here. I love shooting games and racing games. Here is a racing game. Now, typically these games are not very valuable, but I don't care. Mario Andretti's, is it Mario Andretti? Right? Is it Mario Andretti? It's just Andretti's Racing. Andretti's Racing. I don't know if there's more than one Andretti. I know there's Mario Andretti. And then we got Sega Sports NBA 2K. Not too excited about that. I'm not really into the sports game. Although this doesn't, I don't know. It doesn't look too bad. I mean, last basketball game I probably played was NBA Jam, and then before that, Double Dribble. So, not too familiar with that one. And then these are the two that, one of them I was kind of disappointed in for multiple reasons. And then the other one I was like, whatever. So we got, for the PlayStation 1, we got Crash Bandicoot Warped. I feel like I might have the disc to this. If not, I'm going to have, I might have something. But in this case was nothing. So empty case. You know, I checked a couple cases at random. They all seemed to be in there. And, you know, obviously, you know, I didn't check this particular case. I would have noticed that right away. He had a couple PC games. I wish that I had checked those cases to see if the games were in there. And I didn't. This one, not a valuable game, but I was excited to see it. So this one here is a Dreamcast game. This is the last game we got. And it's Sega Smash Pack Volume 1. This looked pretty cool. This has 12 games. It says 12 great games on the front, and some of the games include some of my favorites: Sonic the Hedgehog, Golden Axe, Shining Force, Wrestle War, Columns, Streets of Rage 2, where the bangers for me, you know, they don't have to be valuable, they just have to be good games that I like. Sonic the Hedgehog, I loved as a kid. Golden Axe, also Streets of Rage, I love beat 'em ups. Never really liked Columns, I like Tetris better. Virtual Cop 2 is in here. That's a great game. Fantasy Star 2, I never played that one. Vector Man, I never played Vector Man, believe it or not. So I got to get into that. Altered Beast is on here. Revenge of Shinobi and Sega Swirl. So 12 games not in here. The disc was not in here. It's only like, I think loose a $15 game, and I think complete was like $24. It doesn't get the best feedback as far as the game itself. A lot of people say the sound isn't right on the game, but you know what? I don't really care. You know what? It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm okay with that, you know? So what I did was, because the game was missing from here, I went on eBay and bought a loose copy for $10. So got a loose copy. I'm going to have a complete copy. And then inside here, this was really disappointing too. Inside here was Resident Evil Code Veronica, which I love Resident Evil games. Disc 1. So I went on eBay and looked, lots of disc 2s. Only problem is I need disc 2 plus I need a case. So plenty of disc 2s out there, but not enough cases out there to complete it. So I'm a completist. I don't like loose games and loose cases. I like everything complete. So I'm missing 2 parts of this one. So I don't know if I'm going to fulfill this one, because a lot of times what happens is when you're trying to complete something, you know, if you have the game, usually getting the case can be very costly, let alone the case and a disc 2, because you're going to end up trying it from 2 different sellers. You know, no one's going to have, it's going to be very rare, I should say. I shouldn't say no one. It's going to be very rare for someone just to have disc 2 and a case. You're going to probably find disc 2, and then at some point you'll probably find the case. So Like I said, I ordered a Sega Smash Pack. I got the game coming. I did that right away. But the Code Veronica, I'm just going to put to the side, and eventually if I find it, I find it. That'd be awesome. But what's crazy is all these games, there's 24 this year. I guess really technically I ended up with 23 games. I added them up real quick. Some games I rounded up, some I rounded down. I didn't use a calculator, but once I got to $500, I stopped. This is $500 worth of games, which I didn't realize. The guy clearly marked every single game. It's hard to see that. He clearly marked every single game $1. Exactly what he wanted. That was them, not me. And you know, and I added the games up. There's 24 of them. I gave him $24. That was awesome. The crazy part is I was an hour from my house. He was selling with one of his family members an hour away from his house, and he ended up living actually in the same town as me, which is crazy. And this weekend we're having a town-wide yard sale. So I'm really glad that I got these, because I have a feeling, you know, when they have a town-wide yard sale and there's 50 people, you know, at least, you know, going to be selling during that yard sale, the chances of me getting this stuff in a town-wide yard sale, very slim to none. Because you can't be in 50 spots at once. Someone's going to get the games. There's going to be games at maybe 5 out of 50 of those yard sales, and you know what? The chances of being at the right place at the right time are slim to none. It could happen, it could not happen. So you know what? The guy brought this stuff to a friend of his house, and I don't know why, but I guess it was meant to be. So super excited to have this to add to the collection. I'm going to add a bunch to my collection. I'm going to sell off my doubles and 100% get my money back for the $24 on the doubles. But I'm stoked, man. Have you guys ever seen something like this? This is definitely, so far, the pickup of the year for me. Let me know in the comments below if you've gotten a pickup like this. But for me, this is absolutely amazing. Thanks for watching the video. I'll see you guys again soon.